Is to meet up with some of our very old teachers, and I don't know, many of us are quite teary-eyed at looking at Sundari teacher, Natarajan sir, and Krishnaveni teacher, and all those people. We are very anxiously waiting for this day. We've been planning it for the last 2 years, and this is a wonderful opportunity. At least 22 of us could get together from different corners of India and the globe. And some of us we are meeting for the first time in 50 years, and some of us we have been interacting otherwise. To start the proceedings as we do normally, we have a prayer, and our very own Prema, who's won accolades in the field of Carnatic music, is here, and no better person than her to start the proceedings with a prayer.
गोविन्दमिह गोपिकानन्दकन्दं सानन्दमवलोकयामो मुकुन्दं गोपिकागणनयन कुमुदपूर्णेन्दुं गोपालकुलतिलकमखिल जन बन्धुं श्रीपतिमनिर्द्य हरि चन्दन सुगन्धिं श्रीपतिमनिर्द्य हरि चन्दन सुगन्धिं श्रेयो विदायि करुणारस सिन्धुं सङ्गीतरसरसिक सरससल्लापं शरणमुरळी गणितसाधु सन्तापं शृङ्गाररसपूर्व श्रीमदनगोपं शृङ्गाररसपूर्व श्रीमदनगोपं श्रितजनानन्दमखिलानन्दरूपं गोविन्दम् इह गोपिकानन्दकन्दं सानन्दमवलोकयामो मुकुन्दं गोविन्दम्
Right after the prayer, we would like to thank our honored teachers by signifying with a bouquet giving. Next we have Sundari teacher. We have Krishnaveni teacher next. Saroja teacher, please.
The gap is clear.
The principal of the school will join us. Hello, can we welcome Mr. Shivram Krishnan sir? Ramesh, can you do the honors to Shivramakrishnan sir with the bouquet as before he? I welcome Mr. Shivramakrishnan sir, and he's taken the trouble of coming all the way with his frail health. Let's give him a standing ovation, my batchmates.
Indian banker. Rama engineer. ரொம்ப சந்தோஷம் just a minute. And he was BABC when you were there. Had he been what he became earlier, had he been what he became, had he been earlier what you were nowhere. Marvelous man. Acha, Sundari Anantanarayana. My memory is not bad. Memory.
Gods are blessing us, or cursing us, I don't know. You are our junior, we can order you around. Mr. Arumugam from the DTA. Enjoy the occasion and the moment with us. Mr. Venkata Subramaniam. Please, thank you and welcome. Who is the next? Mr. Shivam. Now we have with us and who are no more in this world, both the students and the teachers. And I think after the prayer, and it's just right that we start with remembering them. And we have a list of those who were with us and who are no longer in this world. We still have memories of of them. And I'll read out the names of the students who are not with us so that it becomes, we are all on the same page.
Take the time to mention each one, give 1 second for us to digest that.
Okay, point taken. The students who are no more with us, P. Sridhar, some of us who might have moved with him, I don't know which group was very close to him. Balu says I think P.S. Jairam was close to him. Then there was another B. Jairam, who's no more with us. Again, Balu knows him. Vedanta Raghavan was Nachu, or I can call you Nachu, I don't think you objected. Yes, and Murthy Krishnan is another student who is no more with us. Again, Balu has got his the same. S. Srinivasan, whom we used to call Veldri because of his fair color and fair skin. I was quite close to him and I used to sit with him on the bench. Swarna Kumari Menon, I think
Yeah, I was pretty close to
she
her.
was close to her.
And she also was moving around with Sugantha quite closely. Sugantha and Swarna Kumari were always together.
Then T.S. Tara Lakshmi was another person who's no more with us.
Yeah, T.S. Tara Lakshmi used to be talking in Hindi to draw. I learned to draw trees from her. I mean, we lost an artist amongst us.
Then P. Ramakrishnan, R.K. Visalakshi was the next one who's no more with us. Then P. Ramakrishnan is another person who is not with us. Anybody who's friends would like to say a word or two, we can do that after I read out the teachers list now. Among the teachers who are no more with us is of course Mr. Rajaram, principal, geography teacher S.K. Sood, R. Rajalakshmi, K.G. Shivaraman, S. Subramanya Iyer, V. Subramanian, and just now, a few minutes back, I learned from the PT teacher here that our old PT teacher R.S. Verma sir is no more.
There is one more.
And there is one more, I'm told is Ramakrishnan sir.
One more. Pattamar.
Mrs. Patamal, maths teacher. So these are the people who are no more with us. Can I request all of you to observe a minute's silence in their memories and just think about them so that we start the proceedings with their blessings as well. Thank you. Uh, and before we get on with the proceedings, word of special thanks to the principal of this present school here, who has very generously asked us to come and be present here and give a start to our children in the prayer. And our Prema also sang one of our old songs of our prayer. And yeah, and Prema did. If you say Prema sang, so, but they all cut their teeth in this quadrangle here as prayers. They started singing prayer here first, and she and 2-3 others, one or two of them are not still here with us. But so we get on with the program. If anybody wants, for a minute, we can have a request that if somebody wants to say something for a minute or so, we can have that. Of any of your very close ones, like whom you want to say something. Sundari teacher, you may want to say something, and we can bring the mic to you. We can start from you.
It's our duty to obey them.
Okay.
And we should not reciprocal.
All the teachers and all the students who are not here anymore, I wish them really, I really feel sad about them.
Kindly excuse me for the interruption.
Sir, please let's hear Sundari teacher.
She welcomes interruption.
Miss Patamar
My son
has been
phone.
my
Ganesh here he mentioned.
teacher in Holy Cross College. She has been a dynamics professor there. And after coming here, we became colleagues. And she used to feel so close to me. I never used to sit in front of her. She used to say, take a chair. No, teacher, you have been a college professor for me. I will never sit in front of you. That's so. And we used to be very close. And after she passed away, I got all the details from her sister Bhagirathi. How many days she was in the hospital. What are the things that she underwent. Really, it felt soothing to know that these are the things that happened. Anyway, I wish her all the best.
Teacher, would you like anybody else? Sir, Purvarta Sholrela. Item of the school principal.
Do all the talking.
Honoring has been done. Now we'd like a small emphasis on why we are all here today. What is the significance of our reunion? We've been at it for some time, and I can think of no better person than who can talk about it, because he's in the thick of it, and that's our PKG, PK Ganesh here. And he would like to, I think we all want to be enlightened on what is the significance of our standing here today.
Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Deva Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Parabhrahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Respected Sivaram Krishnan sir, Natarajan sir, Sundari teacher ma'am, Krishnaveni teacher ma'am, Saroja ma'am, my fellow batchmates of the class of 66, DTA Joint Secretary, PTA President Secretary, Tadu of the Parent Alumni Association, Trust, invitees and friends. There's a saying, a golden saying of our times, which says that a job well becomes a job half done. I think this principle very well applies to this function which has been convened to kickstart the Golden Jubilee celebrations of the class of 66, Madrasi Education Association High Secondary School, Reading Road. I can think of no better way of starting than to talk a few words on what the significance of this meet is, from the perspective, looking at it through the prism of the impact on the various stakeholders of this great institution. The various stakeholders are A, the parent, the association itself, represented by Mr. Mariappan. B, the alumni trust, represented by Tadu Raguraman. C, the teaching community, represented by the staff who are sitting in the front row. D, the students who are studying just across. And E, the alumni members, which is the class of 66 is very much a part of. And today is the spotlight is on the class of 66, and therefore I would like to talk about what it signifies to the class of 66 and briefly cover what it means, what it could possibly mean to the other members of the entire system itself. So friends, what I must say to start with is that 4 years ago there was a dream which was born, and today it fructifies. There are many people here, of this 22 who are assembling today, who have not seen each other for 50 years. So if you look at what the significance is to the class of 66, I will look at it from 3 dimensions of yesterday, today and tomorrow. When I say yesterday, what is 50 years? History tells us, and Sivaram Krishnan sir being a teacher of history will definitely bear me out, that 50 years for mankind or humanity is not a big deal. The human race has been known to be in existence for over 50,000 years, which is 500 centuries, of which 10,000 years, 100 centuries are in the form of a civilization, of which again 5,000 years or 50 centuries as recorded civilization with Indus Valley, which Dr. Sivaram Krishnan was talking about. Our own Hinduism, with the advent of the Rig Vedas, 3,500 years, which is just 35 centuries. Christianity, 2,000 years, 20 centuries, and so on and so forth. Even India as a nation is just less than 70 years. In that context, 50 years might be nothing, but to an individual with an average lifespan of 72 years, 50 years is indeed humongous, huge. And when we say that yesterday, 50 years ago, we were a part of this institution together, and 50 years later, we're meeting them up this long span. That is the yesterday component of the dimension. It is indeed very significant. Second, when we talk about today, when we meet in this ground, in front of our teachers, in this very institution, what has made us what we are meeting as equals, because 50 years ago, again, there were 91 teenagers, carefree teenagers, who took their first step out in their life to find out what destiny had for them, armed with just the certificate given by the central board, or higher secondary as we call it then. And 50 years down the line, having achieved what they had to achieve during a time when there were less opportunities than what there is now, we are meeting as equals in all respect, because then we were equals without any responsibility or little responsibilities, but today as equals, having discharged all the responsibilities we were charged with, and with nothing to prove to anybody anymore in life other than to enjoy the future. So today, the importance of equality or equality is better understood from George Orwell's book of Animal Farm, where he said that the animals were living peacefully as equals till Napoleon the Pig organized the coup, took over and tweaked the equality laws to say that all are equal, but some are more equal than the others. It's also better understood when we read Sir Geoffrey Archer, Margaret Thatcher's deputy in the British Parliament, when he said that all the elected members were equal, but only one could become the Prime Minister, and he is first among the equals. So today, those concepts are thrown out, and we are all meeting together as equals, which will be known when we move to the 24-hour house arrest in the hotel for the next 24 hours, where we'll find that we are one. That is today's component. Yesterday is over, today, and now we talk about tomorrow. When I talk about tomorrow, I remember Doris Day's song "Que sera sera" in French, which means what will be will be. The future is not ours to see. But today, friends, is a day which is going to bring a U-turn to our lives, because the project Colaveri, as we called it when we conceived of it 4 years ago, which is fructifying today, was to ensure that the countdown has begun in our lives, and for the rest of our lives, we will be interacting, we will be in the midst, thick and thin, of participating in the extended family that we all belong to today. And when I talk about tomorrow, let me also quickly make a point that Sardar Manmohan Singh, when he assigned this finance bill 1992 to the parliament, he was bringing a slew of reforms which would bail out the economy, because just after an Air India flight had taken with a huge cargo of gold to be mortgaged to the Bank of England, and that was to be used to repay the loan before India was declared as a bankrupt nation. The slew of reforms that he had introduced at that time, with that he borrowed from the words of Victor Hugo, the French revolutionary, who said, "There is no stopping an idea whose time has come." And we see today, 25 years down the reforms, the green shoots have already appeared, and India is well in the driver's seat to propel the world and lead the world with the highest economic growth rate. And that is macroeconomics, which might mean something for us, but at the micro level, to us as the class of 66, this is the green shoots that have developed, whereby we will see the progress in the future. And therefore, I also I echo the same words of Victor Hugo to say that there is no stopping an idea which has come now. The time has come now for us. The spotlight is on us, and we are going to enjoy the future till the time we reach our last. So that is the yesterday, today, tomorrow, and it signifies what it means to the class of 66. But what does it signify to the other stakeholders? We welcome Baji, Ramachandran, please give him a hand. He is one of the architects and pioneers of we told you what it means, signifies for us, the class of 66, and what it signifies to the other stakeholders. In the reverse order, I will go, of the four that we have identified, which is for the students. Friends, education has undergone a sea change. From the dates of Gurukul to the present day education, it's indeed a sea change, where today's students do not perceive as it was in the earlier days. And if the student of today, and I can tell you this with a great deal of sincerity, because till last year, my son was also a student of this DTEA in Lodi Road. He passed out only last year, and I was a member of the PTA, and therefore I know how this system of education prevails today. If the student of today think that education only means enrolling in class 1 and then going to class 12, sitting for an exam, and saying that the world is at my feet, dunya meri mutti mein hai, it does not ring any bells. Because this institution has to prepare the students to face the challenges of life, which Alvin Toffler had said in the 1970s when I was a student, that towards the millennium, the future shock will not be something which we can absorb. The future will be arriving very fast as well, and the only thing which is permanent is change. Therefore, the students of today have to be prepared for that kind of change, to take on the opportunities. Let me give a very quick example. During our times, our elders would tell us that we have to be a doctor or an engineer, or at best a civil servant. And even if you say, why not a lawyer? Mahatma Gandhi, Nehru, they're all barristers and law, they brought us independence. Or they would say, no, to be a good lawyer, you must be a good liar. And that is not in it for you. So forget it, engineer, doctor, which means only 5% of the populace or the student populace could ever do something, show something in life. But friends, the class of 66 has proved it wrong, because each one of us has achieved certain distinct things in our lives, which is there for all to see. And we would like to be an inspiration to the students in the school and outside. The catchment area for students is the entire Delhi or outside. But they must understand that they have to set their mindsets in tune with what the world has to offer in a world which is changing very fast. So let that message go from here. And the question is, can they? I say yes, they can and they must. The third component of the stakeholder, if I can put it, is the teaching community. As I said,